Hey, what's up everybody? I said I was going to do some closer looks on some of the cars I showed you in the earlier video. So, I'm going to do the Kyosho gt2 VE Mama Monster system first, since I put a couple speed runs up with that one already, and I figured people probably want to see what it looks like on the inside. Honestly, it looks so much like the Offma GTP 2E. It's not even funny. This car is a little bit larger. It's about 3 or 4 inches longer. I'm not sure on the exact specs, but it's a little bit longer. But this thing drives so much better. It's honestly the best driving car I've ever had, by far. You can throw the X01 in there, you can throw the Offman in there, you can throw any car that you can bring up. This one drives the best, for on-road cars at least. Now, it may be something I'm doing wrong, so I can't say that it's the best driving car, period. And maybe it's the way this one's set up that makes it the best driving car to me. But for my road conditions and the roads that I've been on, this car drives the best to me. So I'll go ahead and give you guys a closer look. As you can see, the shell on it right now is pretty new. Pretty new. I've only I ran a couple speed runs with this one. I did the 90 with this body on it. The other shell, when I got the car, it was already cracked. I'll show you guys the inside of this body. I took a bunch of I had a bunch of rubber cement laying around the house from back when I was in college. So I brought that upstairs. I didn't have any shoe glue with me, so I felt like I might as well put that in there, and I took duct tape and put it over the inside as well. And I'll show you why I went a little extra beyond for this car, or for this body. It's a gorgeous body though. I duct taped the wing too. These wings are about as flimsy as they come for stuff, so I put duct tape on that too, because the other one it was cracked. Now that body was cracked when I got it, and here it is. It's nice, and you see the wings all torn off of it. One side's missing. This part's broken. I duct taped inside this one too, that's why it's still sitting together, kind of. But this thing was demolished. And it had cracks in it when I got it, but I didn't realize that the small cracks were going to turn into huge cracks if it touched anything. And this one did roll over. As you can see, it has this little top brace on the inside of the car that keeps it from coming down and hitting the motor or anything else. And that was seared right through from rubbing on the cement. But, so I got a new body. Hopefully we don't crash this new body. Really, the thing that gave me the worst crash is I decided to stick the X01 tires in there. As you can see where it's worn out, I ended up cutting out the wheel wells to get them to fit, and two of the rear tires blew up on the inside where the glue came undone. So they start rubbing the body. That ended up cracking the whole side of the body, and once that cracked the body, I didn't have one of the batteries strapped down enough. This is a crazy story, but the battery flew out, actually blew up in the middle of the road. And when I say blew up, I mean smoke, fire, the whole nine. And obviously I didn't have any control on the car when one of the batteries came out. And so it crashed. It crashed right into a curb. It was a pretty nasty crash, but luckily nothing was broken on the car. Not a thing was broken on the car. It was just the body was torn up, and I lost a pretty large battery. Other than that, nothing else. So I'll give you a closer look at this of the car. As you can see, it's set up a lot like an Offma GTP 2E. Other than this top brace, the Offma one doesn't have that, as I know of. Now, when I got this car, the largest pinion you could fit in here, I'll give you guys a little closer look. The largest pinion you could fit in here was a 25. So I drilled out the motor mount, or dremelled out the motor mount. I still got to do it some more, but I was able to get a 29 teeth in there. And with the 29 teeth, it got me 90.2. So if that can get me 90.2, I feel like if I put a little, if I Dremel it some more, get the X01 in there, that's a 34. That should get me hopefully over 100. That's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping that one can get me over 100. Now I can only do a pass or two and then it's done, because the motor gets way too hot. Last time I ran that, when I went 90, I ran 4 times straight, down and back. That was a terrible idea because the motor was hotter than I've ever seen it before. So I will not be doing that again. But I'll show you a little bit more of the car. It's got a Savox 0253 servo on it. Mama Monster ESC. These come stock with the but the shocks are aluminum. They're blue, so if you don't like blue, probably won't like it, but pretty much everything on there is blue. It's kind of set up like the X01. The GRPs, tires on them, they look worn down, but these things stick like crazy, so. And they're the X compound. I know everybody else uses B. I have a pair of B. I don't think they stick as well as these, but it just depends on what works for you, so I won't say anything's better. I did end up breaking the 2 battery trays on here once, so I put a steel piece, re-drilled them back into the chassis, and then a piece of leather over the bottom of the chassis. And the piece of leather holds, keeps from anything getting in there, so I like to tighten that down pretty well. Alright guys, so there's a close look on the Kyosho gt2 VE Mamba Monster. Hopefully we can hit 100 with it soon. I'm going to try to get some speed runs out today. So thanks for watching. Subscribe. Feel free to ask me any questions. I'd be glad to help people out. I haven't been in the RC hobby too long. Actually only about 8 months, but I've had about 20 cars since then. So thanks for watching, and I'll put some more videos out today.